As we get closer to the release of the Ancient Gods Part 2 DLC for Doom Eternal, more secrets about its lore are slowly being revealed. During some recent live streams on Twitch, Hugo Martin has continued his playthrough of Doom Eternal, and he answers more questions from the community. One of the topics that the community still brings up to this day is about the Wretch. There was very little mentioned about it within the Doomslayer Testaments from Doom 2016. This is what it says: "And in his terrible rancor between worlds and through time, the Hell Walker found the Wretch, who shall not be named, but in his heresy was loyal to his evil cause. The Wretch adorned the Doomslayer in a mighty armor, wrought in the forges of hell, impenetrable and unyielding, with sword and shield of adamantine strength. The Doomslayer set to banishing all that were left unbroken by his savagery to the void." So, from that little bit of lore, it seems like whoever this Wretch is, it's the person who modified the Slayer's armor. It was probably just upgraded with Hell's power, which is why it can use Argent energy for its upgrades in Doom 2016. Samuel Hayden says this to you: "That is pure Argent energy you've just taken into your system. It seems to agree with you. I will unlock the remaining Argent cells within the facility for you." This question was brought up during the live stream on March 4th of 2021, but Hugo Martin did not give us any information about this. He simply just repeated what we already know. The Wretch gave the Slayer his armor, but the lore from the Testament seems to imply it was just an upgrade, considering the Slayer's armor is of human design. Hugo would then move on to another topic during the discussion. There isn't much else to go on regarding the Wretch, so it's still a mystery within the lore of Doom. Doom 3 has always been that one game in the franchise that seems to be separated from the others. Some fans don't like it. Maybe it's the pace of the game, the story full of cutscenes, or some other reason. But what I liked about Doom 3 was how creepy some areas were, the jump scares, and the deep story behind it. I think Doom 3 has its place and should be accepted for what it offers. One question was asked if Doom 3 and that version of Hell was canon within the rest of the story in the Doom universe. Hugo Martin simply replied with, "Yeah, Doom 3 is part of the canon." You could ask many questions about Doom 3 and its story, but the easiest answer to this is that this story is in another dimension, because during the ending of Doom 64, the Slayer was transported to another dimension, which led to him landing on Argent Donur. We know Earth is within the 7th dimension, according to unused audio files in the game. This is said by the Con Maker herself.
"Stop your foolish war now, and I will give you what you desire. I will send you back to your home, the Earth world in the 7th dimension, before the time of the demons. You may live there again as before. No memory of all the suffering you have been through. All your loved ones will be there, waiting to embrace you again, as if you had never left."
This could be a reference to when he lost his pet Daisy, or maybe it's linked to the family picture found on the Fortress of Doom. What do you think? There's only been a few pieces of media that give us a look into the Doom Slayer's past. Before the game was released, there was some footage about the Fortress of Doom. The monitors had a background linking to the Slayer's past. Maybe it was the town he was from or lived in. After the game was released, this background was removed. Hugo Martin would later say this was taken out because it revealed too much about the Slayer at the time. So we might get to see this image later on, and perhaps more information about the picture. As you play through the Ancient Gods Part 1 DLC, the computer operated by the intern displays something about Urdak. Its location is within the 6th dimension. As we learned about different dimensions in the Doom universe, it's not hard to think that Doom 3 would be connected in this way. Now, here's the trouble in connecting Doom 3 to any other game, at least on the basis of the story. During a documentary of Doom 3, Tim Willits, who worked as a lead designer at id Software, said this about Doom 3. The story in Doom takes place as if the first two never happened, so it's very important that fans realize that this is not Doom 3 after Doom 2 Hell on Earth. This is Doom 3, whereas Doom 2 never happened. So if we combine that statement along with what Hugo Martin said on one of his live streams, I think it is safe to say that Doom 3 is part of the Doom universe, but in a different dimension. Which is why they like to place Easter eggs within the game, like the Soul Cube, which is found in Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal. During the end of the Blood Swamps in the Ancient Gods Part 1 DLC, if you choose to fast travel near the end, you will see one area called Betruger Castle. This is a reference to the villain of Doom 3, which is Dr. Malcolm Betruger. And again, within the Ancient Gods Part 1 DLC on the Blood Swamps, we have Ishi Castle Gate and Ishi Castle Keep. It's another link to the story in Doom 3. There's a scientist who tries to send a transmission to Earth. He warns you about some impending doom. He's seen it and knows what's coming. His name is Dr. Jonathan Ishi. The end of this stream included the reveal of another new enemy type. The Stone Imp is a variant of the original Imp. It's very resistant, but it can be killed eventually. Using power weapons is more effective on it, but the best thing to use is the new weapon, which is probably the Sentinel Hammer. Based on the achievements that appeared online recently, this new weapon kills the Stone Imps instantly. The Stone Imps will appear in herds, and they are tougher than a Prowler. You can also use the auto shotgun to get rid of them quickly. The Stone Imps would then drop shotgun ammo in return. Their main attack is rolling up into a ball, then spinning towards you. It's a similar idea to what you see from Sonic the Hedgehog. The reason they did not include the Chain Gunner was simply because it was getting too much attention. Perhaps they felt it was better to bring something new instead, so the Stone Imp is another new enemy. So that covers a few topics regarding the lore of Doom Eternal. I'm going to make another video like this next week. I think it's a great way to fill in the empty holes of the story. Just getting a little information does clear things up. If you want to see more videos like this, hit that like button. You can also subscribe to my channel and enable the notification. This way you don't miss a video when it's uploaded. Thank you so much for watching. This is Carlos or Acid Glow, and I'll see you next time.